Hello, I've decided to make a quick video about the Bang Oulfsen MX4200 TV. I got this off eBay. There was a hotel selling off their old televisions, quite a few of them going, and they're replacing them with the new ones, and I got this on for a very good deal with the remote control. At the time the remote control cost more than the television, so I was happy to get both at the same time. Now when I got this, I actually bought this to actually use for some retro gaming. I've got a Sega Saturn and a Sega Mega Drive hooked up. But when I actually plugged anything into the SCART sockets at the back and turned the device on, the television will actually pick up the device. Now the remote control, there's actually no AV button, as we do on a normal television. You press AV button to actually turn to AV1 and AV2. They're a little bit more cleverer than that. Some devices are fine. You put in some decoders, you turn it on, the television recognises an AV device and actually switches over to that device straight away. However, with these consoles and with other devices, it doesn't always work. Now, as this is a hotel television, it's actually got something called business to business option on there. You have to disable that to actually get to some of the menus. It just makes getting to the menus a lot easier. If you have a normal MX4200, you probably won't have this option on there, and it probably works perfectly fine. But I'm going to show you how to turn off the business to business option, like I say, because it makes getting to the menus a lot easier. What you need to do is press menu to get to the menu screen, then you press menu 00 OK quite quickly. I'm going to read it out as I say, so it's menu 00 OK. There you go, there's the service menu. If you want to, you can go to the monitor section, you can change the geometry, stuff like that, but I'd leave that alone unless you know what you're doing. What I want to do is show you to this business to business option. It's already turned off on my screen, so that's fine. What I literally just play left and right until the option says from off to on, from on to off, and press OK. Make sure you always press OK to save the settings. So then that's actually turned off. Now if you have a normal one, you can actually carry on from here. So I'll actually go from the television screen. What I'm going to do is press number 1, because that's a channel 1. What you do with this, you actually tune in the AV ports to a certain channel. For example, you press number 1, it will actually then activate AV port 1, for example. You can set it to 0. So if you actually go to channel 0 then do this, what will happen is when you press 0, it will actually just start feeding through the AV port. So I'm going to press number 1. I press menu. Now what I've got to do is go to options, got to go to connections, and I've got to change them. Make sure they are DECODER1 and DECODER2. When I first got this television, I think it was actually set to AV and nothing. I think it was something like that. They've got to be DECODER1 and DECODER2. So if you change them both to decoder, it'll automatically put the number in. Press OK to save the settings. And we'll go back to the main screen. To get back to the main menu, you can either press menu or press up. If you get to the top icon and then press up, you go to the previous menu. So what we're going to do now is go to tuning, and then we go to manual tuning, and then we go to extra. And you can see an option that says decoder off. Now if you haven't set those ports to, those connection ports to decoder, that option won't be there. So if you go to there and then the options are missing, go back to the connection screen and see if you've actually saved the settings. So I'm actually going to now say decoder 1, which is AV port 1. There we go, there's the Sega Mega Drive playing along. I click OK. Make sure you click OK to save the settings. Now if you want, you can actually go to name, press the green button and change the name of it to whatever you want. It's got quite a few things in there preset. For example, it's got Bang 3. Now if I press up there, it'll go to BBC. You can basically override this. Just keep pressing up. For example, this will be my Sega Mega Drive, so I'll go to S, next letter, I'm going to go, see, there's quite a few set over, but if you just keep persisting, it'll actually give up. There you go, S, E, G, A, and let's put Sega MD. Now this doesn't have to be a console. I think most people who will be using these will probably be consoles. You can set it to whatever top box you want, put whatever label you want in there. So make sure you click OK to accept, and at the bottom it says OK to store. So that is now stored as program number 1. So if I press my TV menu, go back to the normal TV. If I press like channel 8, it won't let me do because there's nothing there. Channel 2, nothing there. Press channel 1. There's a Sega Mega Drive, which is actually on AV1. So I'm going to tune in channel 2 now, and I'm going to tune it into the second AV port, so just let you scroll through it again. So from there, press menu. If you want, you can check out your connections again. They shouldn't change. There you go, 1 and 2, that's perfectly fine. We're going to go to tuning, manual tuning. I went too far. Extra. DECODER2 this time, because I want the second AV, but there we go. And there is the Sega Saturn playing in the background. Click OK to accept. And I'm going to change these, the name of this, so press green, and tell you what, I shall SAT and press OK, and press OK to store. Tuning stored. Let's go back to the main screen. So I'm just going to press TV, get back to the main screen. Now, for very simple now, I'll start with the TV off. Now it takes a while for these TVs to turn off and on, so you'll have to bear with me. There we go, can hit the static now. So I'm going to press the TV button. Let's bring the TV back on. Let's turn some sound up. Now both consoles are on. I'm running. All I need to do is basically press number 1, I go to AV1. Now if I go to the Saturn, which is on the AV2 device, I press 2. Now as I said before, this doesn't have to be just for consoles. You can actually use this for DVD players, top boxes or whatever you want. But there you go, that's a good way to actually get your AV ports working correctly if it's not automatically detecting them. I hope this helps you, because it took me a long while to work it out. I think we'll end on Sonic. You can't go wrong with Sonic.